We are live here on YouTube. This is the Rich Lieberman Media Pulse for Friday, August the 2nd, 2024. I have mentioned many a times about Disney. They own all the ABC television stations, including here in the Bay Area, San Francisco on 900 Front. They own KGO, ABC 7, as they're called these days. And I've talked many a times about the utter bullshit that their so-called slogan, their unity slogan that they think is unity, is building a better Bay Area. They have other various slogans in their other markets like LA, Chicago, New York, Philly. And there's a lot of tension taking place at 900 Front. That's where KGO is, the television station. It's contemptible. And to a larger point, and I used to think this was sort of overblown, but Disney owns the ABC stations. Disney right now, you've been reading about them, and I mentioned it, they're about to lay off a whole bunch of people. This is a company that took in almost $5 billion in the last quarter. That's profits, their gross profits. That's a quarter. I mean, they are just loaded with all sorts of profits and cash. This is the same company, believe it or not, that gives a modest discount to its own employees if they want to take their families or themselves, whatever constitutes a family, to Disneyland, which they own. I marvel at that. The fact that here you are, a massive conglomerate, big time company, Disney, which used to be a good company and had romanticism and all the, Walt Disney and all that. It's so unfortunate they're besmirching Walt Disney's name. In any event, Disney has contempt for its own people. Now, they're not going to say that. They're going to come and say that they're just a great company. It's one happy family and all that. That's bullshit. They are probably one of the worst companies to work for. And their ways of treating people, the way they go about their business, I'm older, thank God. I don't have as much of a romanticism with going to Disney, and I don't have a family. Pretty much, I don't have kids. If I had kids, probably, would probably want to go to Disneyland. As a kid myself, I loved going to Disneyland. But let's stick to this rant. It's not really a rant. They're so transparent. Building a better Bay Area. That's the slogan for San Francisco. And it's all bullshit. Look at the people they have there now, if you dare stomach watching that newscast. Now, there's a few good people still at Channel 7. Dan Ashley, over 30 years, still fairly solid. Leanne Melendez, people that had presence and all that. Their news director is a complete phony. She's not a people. I'm talking about, her name is Tracy Watkowski-Soba. And from what I hear all the time, I've never met the woman. She knows about me. I know about her, is that she's been involved in a lot of lawsuits that were settled because of the way she treats people, because of her actions, her inactions. And she fits the Disney mold pretty well. She's peopleless. She's got a very, very terse management skill. Most people at Channel 7 do not like her. She's got her, assortment of friendly people, and she's loyal to them, and she kisses their ass, collectively speaking, but most people don't like her. And they have a general manager who I guess they got from Good Morning America. And he's, I guess, okay. Nobody hates him, but he hasn't done anything over there. A guy by the name of Sabrowski. But what I wanted to call out the fact that Disney is a terrible company. And even their hires are so transparent. They check all the boxes. They don't look at talent. They look at people, their skin color, their sexual orientation, uh, gender. That's what they base their hires on. And look at what you have at ABC 7. Talent? Nah. Everybody in the world's trying it like everywhere else, pretty much, but really, really evidently here, everybody pretty much wants to get the hell out of Channel 7, which is a shame. And all I call them the zombies. The only people that work there now are people that they have no emotion. They're all just there doing zombie work. They are zombies. They act like zombies. And which for a company that has contempt for its own people, they don't have any loyalty. They're far from Levi Strauss. Well, a lot of people are far from Levi Strauss. People who work there, you know what I'm talking about. I feel for you. And a lot of you people, I don't mean that. I have to rephrase that. A lot of the people who work at Channel 7 cannot wait to get the hell out. They don't enjoy their work. It's all fragile there. And as befits the company, it's all that lack of leadership, no missive, people on fear patrol. They have no security. They have no, which is one of the reasons, among many, that everybody is leaving. Reporters that have been there forever, some anchors that just want the hell out of there because there's no security. The benefits are horrible. You know, the company itself is a fraud. And I wish there were more people who can afford to do this, would call them out. I'm not talking right there in Channel 7. That would be a kind of a fantasy. That would be nice. But from the top down, you have no general manager, no leadership there, no news director. She walks around, picks favorites. You got a staff of on air and off the air people, and there's some good people there at Channel 7. There really are. Can you imagine, folks? I know somebody who's been there for many, many, many years, over 3 decades, and they're still not even a permanent salary position. They're like a day hire. Why? Because it's cheaper to pay somebody like that. And this person's not alone. There's some really good people, and there's some bad people. But like I said, you get what you pay for. It's all a reflection of the corporate assholes that is Disney. Just complete and utter bullshit and just phoniness and lousy and phony slogans. You want to build a better Bay Area, build a better newscast. You want to build a better Bay Area, then be real. You want to build a better Bay Area, then be transparent and not this fake, utterly BS. I remember when ABC News was a brand and that they were something, and they become like everything else, but more so here, marginalized and nothing, a non-entity. It all starts at the top, as they say. Cliche, maybe, but it's true. And they have no leadership at KGO, a highly toxic, polarizing figure who happens to be a woman who plays favorites by the yin yang. If you're on her good side, she's fine with you. If you dare challenge her, Tracy Watkowski Silva, then she'll fuck with you. Most people who are on her bad side, she won't fuck with them because she understands the ramifications, with the exception of Ming Z, better known as Christian Z. I know all about you, Christian. It's all part of the zombie network at Channel 7. In any event, I wish more people had the cojones, male, female, to call these people out, these bastards. That's what they are. They are bastards. ABC, Disney, shame on you.